Hey everyone, and welcome back to another special edition of eShop Deals. Because today we were hit with a massive New Year's sale. So I thought we were back to the regular eShop Deals schedule, but you know what? As I said, I'm always keeping an eye out, and when we're hit with something big, I'm always going to be reporting on it as soon as possible. Now, once again, we have games hitting lowest ever prices, and that once again is going to be the theme of today's video. All the games on today's list have never been lower than this on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Since this was a totally unexpected video, there won't be a giveaway today. However, I will be combining the comments of today's video with the ones from the previous one, so if you want a better chance at winning, make sure you leave your comment down below. With all that out of the way, let's jump straight into those great new deals. And don't forget that if you do like what you're seeing, please consider hitting that like button. Now, the first deal that we're going to be taking a look at for today is actually, in my opinion, a pretty huge one, and that is GRIS. That is now 75% off, knocking the price down to $424. And most of these deals today will all be ending on January 17th. Now, this game could be best described as a puzzle platformer, but the first thing to know about it is that this game is not about the challenge, it is all about the experience. Now, I've said in the past that games are beautiful or that they have a great artistic vibe, but I think that GRIS actually is the most beautiful game currently available on the Nintendo Switch. With an art style that is undeniable, and honestly, if you are into artistic representations of games, this one will actually make you feel emotions by its presentation. And honestly, I can't actually believe that you can pick up this game for such a low price. If you're into artistic games, definitely be picking this one up before the sale ends. Now, the next deal we're going to take a look at is probably going to be one of the top deals for a lot of people, and that is Ori and the Blind Forest. That is now 50% off, dropping it to its lowest ever price of $9.99. Once again, the deal is running till January 17th. Now, this game probably needs very little introduction. I've said it time and time again. It is definitely among one of the best Metroidvanias currently available on the system. Once again, this is another game that is visually stunning, but at the same time, the gameplay is among some of the best in the genre. Another thing that I really love about this game is that it's an excellent game for newcomers and experienced players alike. With a storyline that can be fully enjoyed just by going through the main points, or you can dive deep for veterans and really go through more intense challenges. Overall, if you're still unsure about this game, it also offers a free downloadable demo. Now, next on our list, we have another amazing indie title, and that is Untitled Goose game. That is now 50% off, dropping its price to $9.99, once again ending on January 17th, and on top of it, this game will be my pick of the video. Now, this is a very simple and refined game that actually took the indie world by storm. The concept is really simple here. You are playing as a goose, and you basically have to be the biggest jerk possible. You have a list of different objectives to complete, but what they all have in common is that they're there to annoy the people in the different areas. It's a very simple concept, but this game is extremely charming and extremely addictive. Once you get into it, you just can't put the controller down till you finish each and every level. Also, it's a game that doesn't go on sale very often, so if you were waiting for this one, now might be the best time to be picking it up. Now, our next amazing deal is going to be on Red Faction Guerilla Re-Mars-tered. That is now 90% off, dropping the price to only $2.99 and once again running till January 17th. Now, this is another game that actually came very close to being considered for my pick of the video just because of its insanely low price. But basically, this is a third-person action game that has you playing as an insurgent fighter of the Red Faction trying to liberate the planet from the oppressive Earth Defense Force. And this game offers a huge open world with mission-based objectives, and honestly, it'll offer you hours and hours of great gameplay. If you only have a few bucks to spend and you don't know what to pick up, this could be one of the best options. Now, the next deal we're going to be taking a look at is Dead Cells Road to the Sea bundle that is now 34% off for $21.49, and this one, however, will be running till January 20th. Now, Dead Cells is a 2D action platformer roguelike that a lot of people will say has Metroidvania elements added to it. And among roguelites on the Nintendo Switch, basically Dead Cells is definitely one of the top tier ones. If you want a challenging game that you can really dump a ton of hours into, Dead Cells is an excellent pickup. It's also important to note that although I'm showing you the Dead Cells Road to the Sea bundle, currently the base game is also on sale separately for $12.49, and the DLC packs are also on sale separately in case you already own the base game. But overall, if you own none of it, the best thing to do is just pick up this full bundle that includes the base game and all the DLC. Now next, we jump to another couple of games that are on sale, with both Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1 and 2 that are currently at their lowest ever prices. However, the one that's at a brand new low is the second one that is now 50% off for only $7.49. And once again, these two deals will be running till January 17th. Now both of these games are spiritual successors to the classic Castlevania series. Technically, if Castlevania 3 had ever gotten a sequel, it would pretty much be exactly like these two games. They offer amazing retro-styled gameplay that allows you to switch on the fly between different characters, and trust me, if you're a fan of retro platformers, these are two games that you are definitely not going to want to miss. Now, as I said earlier, even though the second one is the one at a brand new low price, you can pick up the first one for only $4.99 currently. Now, the next game on our list is pretty much getting its first ever sale, and that is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That is now 25% off, knocking the price down to $11.24, and once again running till January 17th. Now, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic might be a game that came out quite a few years ago, but it is nonetheless still today one of the best Star Wars games available. I actually streamed the first couple of hours of this game, so you can always check that out on the channel, but basically the port to the Switch was very well done. And if you're totally unfamiliar with the series, it is basically an action RPG set in the Star Wars universe before any of the movies that we actually know today. Overall, in my opinion, this is a classic that any Star Wars fan should definitely be picking up. Now, our next great deal that we're going to be taking a look at is Wonder Boy Asha in Monster World, that is now at a brand new low price of 50% off, dropping it to $17.49, and once again running till January 17th. Now, this is pretty much the first time that this entry is hitting the sub $20 mark. And if you are a fan of the Wonder Boy series, it's definitely a game that you should look at picking up. I'll be totally honest with you, however, it is not my favorite of the whole Wonder Boy series. However, it is nonetheless a very solid platformer if you're into retro-styled gameplay. Because although the visuals have gotten a complete overhaul, and I would say are definitely up to today's standards, the gameplay is very honest to the original release of this game. This is also a game that I fully reviewed on the channel, so if you're wondering about picking this one up and you're not too sure, you can always check out that review before dropping your cash. So next, we're jumping into another series that currently all of the games are pretty much on sale, and that is the Doom series. However, there's only one entry that is at a brand new low, and that is the Doom Slayers collection that is now 50% off, dropping the price to only $24.99, and once again running till January 17th. Now, first of all, if you're wondering what the Doom Slayers collection is, it's pretty much all of the entries currently available on the Nintendo Switch except for Doom Eternal. So you're getting the original Doom, you're getting Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, and yes, even Doom 2016. And I'm telling you right away, if you currently do not own any of these entries, this is pretty much the best pickup you can make, which basically gives them all to you for a low price. However, if you already own some of the entries, that's why I mentioned previously that they're all also on sale individually at pretty much the equivalent of the lowest ever price they've been. But ultimately, no matter what game you pick up in the series, they are all classic FPS games and they're all great pickups currently. Now next, we're taking a look at R-Type Final 2 that is finally getting a brand new lowest ever price of 25% off, dropping its price to $29.99, and once again running till January 17th. Now, I hope you didn't think I'd go through this whole list without including at least one shoot 'em up, and here we have it, we have R-Type Final 2. Now, first thing you need to know is the R-Type series is a shoot 'em up series that is based around challenging gameplay. So this is a game that you're going to have to do multiple runs before ever hoping of completing the game. However, if you enjoy that challenging type of gameplay, R-Type Final 2 is a great entry, with some really top-notch visuals, tons of ships to unlock, and also tons of alternate levels. Now, it's also important to note that there also is a digital deluxe that is currently on sale for slightly more expensive. If you're really into this type of gameplay, you can check it out. However, if you're unsure, they're also offering a free downloadable demo. Now, our next great deal that we're going to be taking a look at is the Diablo Prime Evil collection that is now 35% off, knocking it down to $38.99, and once again with an end date of January 17th. Now, first of all, what does this collection include? It basically includes Diablo 3 with all the DLC, but it also includes the brand new Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is the remastered version of the original hit game Diablo 2. And the Diablo series is one of the main games that pretty much put top-down dungeon crawling on the map for a lot of players. I can also tell you that the remaster of Diablo 2 is very well done and runs very well on the Nintendo Switch. Last little bit of information that could be important: if you already own Diablo 3, you can also get Diablo 2 Resurrected separately. That is 25% off on its own. The only thing is that the bundle is a better deal overall for someone that wants to pick up both games. So now it's time again for another sizzle reel of deals with some other great games to consider. So that is pretty much it for our initial coverage of this great New Year sale that just hit the Nintendo Switch eShop. Now obviously on the weekend during the regular eShop deals, we'll be looking at more great games from this sale. Now I really want to hear from all of you. What games are you going to be picking up from this sale? You can leave it for me down below in the comments. And don't forget on the way out that if you did like the content, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and hitting that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.